Some voter registration stations around the country recorded a slow and quiet turnout. One reason could be the availability of online registration. Some eligible voters have welcomed the opportunity to be able to participate in the coming elections.
I'm registered and I definitely am planning on voting this year. I think it's really important in South Africa's political climate to be an active participant in the voting process. I actually brought my grandmother to come and vote, to come and register to vote. I think it really is a big part of our history just to be physically present, as it really is extremely important. And obviously my grandmother wanted to come and vote, rightfully so. Unfortunately my grandfather couldn't make it because of his knee issues, but then you can also vote online. So if you want to vote, you obviously can. Everyone can vote. There shouldn't be an excuse not to vote. We live in South Africa. If you want to make a change, then you should start by doing it yourself.
Earlier this week, the IEC announced that voters' roll had exceeded 27 million South Africans for the first time. However, data studied over previous elections shows that voter registration does not always equal voter turnout on election day. Political analyst Tessa Dooms warned that voter turnout is declining at a concerning rate.
We shouldn't be seeing the declines that we are seeing. We should be seeing people who are saying we still have credible elections in this country, and elections should be able to improve the quality of our lives, and we need to fight for better quality of lives through the electoral process. When you see that that is not happening, there must be something that's wrong with the quality of the options. And I think the quality of our options in this country are not limited in terms of number. We have over 500 registered parties, over 300 that actively compete. We had 48 on the national ballot in 2019. So we do not have a dearth of options. That is a narrative that is simply false. What you must remember about an election is that an election is decided by the voters who show up. The election is not decided by the political parties. It's not decided by the researchers and the people who do polling. And so when we hear these numbers being thrown around by political parties that they can get this number of the vote and that number of the vote, all of that is only dependent on the voters who show up.
Citizens have until 5 p.m. on Sunday to register for the elections at voter registration stations. But online registration and registration at IEC offices will be possible until the election date is proclaimed. Zara Groenewald, SABC News, Johannesburg.